Hey there, and we're going to be looking today on Technique Tuesday about activation into the small muscles of the foot. So, the muscles we're looking at here start and finish within the foot. These are the ones that are going to help control our arch. They're going to help with our point, our tendu, and they're also going to take some of the pressure off the longer muscles sitting at the back of the calf. Don't forget to have a check-in with your theory and your anatomy on the calf and foot complex. So, we're going to start off with an exercise that is called doming. Doming is about creating dome shapes within the foot, and we're going to be looking about a dome at the front of the foot and a dome at the side of the foot, which is creating strength within our medial arch or this portion of the foot. Okay, so if we come into this extreme close-up, so we're going to have a look at this exercise with both the foot and the hand because it does the same thing. So if you place your hand flat on the floor and you're going to think about scooping, we have long fingers and we have a lift in the arch here and a lift with our knuckles. So with the foot, we're going to start with it in tripod. Lightly press the pads of the toes down into the floor and you want to see a lift here. So this is your medial arch and this is one of your domes here. And then release down again. So you shorten and lift and release. From front on, shorten and lift, and we create a dome here as well. And release. Now just note, my toes are really long here. They're not grabbing. So when I was teaching this at one of the full-time dance schools today in Sydney, one of the questions was, oh, I've done this before, but picking something up off the floor or grabbing, so it would have looked like that. This is toe scrunching and puts too much work or emphasis into the deep muscles in the calf, sitting here underneath the shin. We want to create strength within the small muscles of the foot so that we can get nice long toes, and eventually it'll turn into our point. So, have a go. See if you can press the pads of your toes down, create a dome, create a dome. This is doming from above. So we create this shape and it comes up. You can see that the foot narrows a little bit across that transverse arch as well. There is a smaller version of doming that we can call short foot. This exercise, again, we're pressing the pads of the toes down into the floor and it's creating strength and stiffness throughout the foot. Now, from the top, we're looking, pressing down, not a lot changes. You can just see a little bit of activity here in the transverse arch. But this is a far more functional foot position than doming because this creates stiffness within the foot that you can then stand on. Short foot just has a little bit of activity here. So you can just see in my foot a little bit of movement. But it really helps for one leg standing and balancing. I hope you enjoyed that exercise and just starting to build some strength within your foot and within the small muscles of the foot. This is essential if we want to have good strong feet for a lifetime of dancing.